I'm here in small town USA trying to build the most profitable landscaping business in the entire county. Will I succeed or will I fail? Stay tuned to find out. If you guys do like this content, make sure you guys go down below, smash that like button, leave a comment, and let me know what you guys think. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and keep on supporting me. And welcome back, everybody, to another video here on the landscaping series. And I don't know if y'all can tell right now, but we are in a brand new truck that I went through and got picked up here. And we also got our buildings all placed down, and we got everything all built here for our business. We are looking good. This is a very professional setup we got going on here. Not to mention the professional 6.0 power stroke we got going on here as well. Go ahead, and we're gonna go ahead and turn ourselves around here in the grass. I didn't exactly get the pathway kind of wide enough to do a whole lot of stuff with, but work in progress. We can always go through throwing some more gravel. But we're gonna get the trailer backed up over here to our storage shed, just like so. Let's hop out here. I'll give a little tour of this pickup here in a little bit after I get done doing this. I'm gonna drop everything off here in our little shed here. We got a concrete floor in here. Got a little grass showing through here. I don't know what happened there, but there we go. Got the trailer all dropped off. Let's go ahead and head over here, park this real quick. We'll hop out here, go shut these doors again. Let's just say that this was a lot of money, so I had to take out yet another loan, get all this going, but I am pretty happy with the little setup we got. We don't have any logos, any billboards, anything like that quite yet. This is not 100% finished. We'll go in here and see. It's just kind of like a little storage shed. I kind of want to have like a little office space in here. Let's get these lights on. All right, so a little bit of office space in here I would like to get. The garage door, I do like this addition to the... Oh, hold up. Tried pushing a button that doesn't exist. Here it is, right here. I do like this addition. It's real nice. I can park my pickup in here. But let's go ahead and talk about this pickup we got here. So this is a 2006 F250 with the 6.0 power stroke in her. This is a total machine. I know that a lot of people would tell me otherwise, that, hey, don't get that. You know, that's a mistake waiting to happen. But to be honest with you, I like it. I'm happy with it. I'm really excited for it. Know that it's going to be a little bit of a work in progress, especially if something breaks down on it. But I do like this. And by the way, guys, if you guys want to go ahead and support the maker of this pickup, go look up 𝗙𝗏𝗺𝗏 Modding on Facebook. Link will be down in the description. But I think grass is getting a little tall here on the home place, so we've had this built for about a couple weeks now, and we got our grass and everything seeded in, and we do have a nice little difference between the tall grass over here that we're gonna have to get mowed down. Or, well, actually, I think there's like 2 layers of grass here, because we got like short, medium, and then we got tall grass over here, right here. The stuff with the flowers growing in it. Whatever that flower is. I don't know. Weed. It's a weed. We need to spray for weeds. So I think today, and I got all this stuff put away for no reason. Today, I think we're going to mow a little bit of grass here. I think I might also go through, got a little bit of loan payments I got to get paid off. We got to make sure that we can pay off this lawnmower that we got, because I also did take out a loan for all these buildings and everything like that. We are going to make sure that we have to go through and get everything all taken care of payment-wise, but let's go ahead and make our home area kind of look a little bit more on the more beautiful side of things. Go ahead and take these straps off, just like so. I think it's been a while since I had this thing all fired up, but hey, starts up just like a dream. There was another mower that I was looking into as well that I think would make a great addition to here. And actually, I think I might have a picture of it on my phone. Hold on one second. Let me grab my phone out of my pocket. All right, here we go. So this is the Ventrac 4500Y. Runs on diesel. Got a pulley hanging out down there for some reason. I don't know why. I probably didn't have enough room in the engine bay for it. But it comes with all these other options. We can go ahead and get duals. We got stock wheels. Apparently, we got nothing for accessories. We got beacons if I want to have a beacon. Now, if I want to have rear working lights, that would be kind of cool. Or we could have everything going on there. Or I could get a cab version of it as well. I'm not a real big fan of the cab version. I don't think it looks that good. Maybe if it gets cold out or something like that, maybe I can go ahead and be sitting comfortable. But we also got numbers on here as well. We can go have numbers 1 through 9, I guess, if we want to have a complete fleet of these things. Rear weights, yes, please. We can go ahead and weigh ourselves down. So that way, if we're picking up anything on the front, I think there is a loader attachment for this as well, or I think a blade or something that fits on here. We can go ahead and get like a ball hitch and all that stuff, shackles, whole bunch of stuff going on here. So we're gonna go with no hitch there real quick for just a rough idea. Chainsaw holder, where? I guess, I don't know where that would be, but apparently we can fit a chainsaw on here if we go on and do some real cool landscaping, and we can also get a hook, wherever the hook would be, right there. So if we want to go ahead and winch things around, tow stuff around like that, we can go ahead and do that. So it's got a 10-ton capacity on that hook, but $28,000 just stock. And this beautiful thing that is somehow falling through the ground right now is the mower deck. So this would be going right on the front of it, and we'd be able to mow everything, as well as it comes with a bunch of other options as well here. So we have a stump grinder, straight blades, another straight blade, grapples. We also can go do
some street cleaning. It's a plow, or it's got a snow plow box, a power bucket, and then it also has power forks, or pallet forks, not power forks. So it's got all that stuff as well as additional tires. And I think that'd be a great addition to have here on for the business. But like I said, it's going to be a total, I guess, work in progress. We got a lot of stuff we got to get going on before we go ahead and wipe out like probably 40 grand, honestly, for that. We just got done spending well over, I couldn't even tell you how much. So that bigger building, I guess, that I could park my pickup in, that I want to put my office space in, that building right there cost me $30,000. The smaller one off to the side, that one cost me $15,000 to get built, which wasn't too terrible for it. I like it. Definitely going to be coming in handy a lot. And then putting in rock, that cost me, I think it was like $2,000 or $2,500. Fencing cost me about, I think it was like $6,000. And then getting all the permits for this cost me a decent amount of money too. So in total, I think we're sitting around, I think it was like $65,000 in total here for the whole entire project. But on top of it, I did buy myself a new pickup, sold my old one. So the old Chevy is no more on the landscaping business here. So we don't have to worry about anything cracked heads, every valve leaks, oil leaking and all that, whatever the saying for Chevrolet was, I don't really remember. So we kind of went through and purchased everyone's worst nightmare, which is a Ford 6.0 Power Stroke. So hopefully we don't have anything bad happen out of that. We still got the old Toro mower. We're still going to keep rocking this thing for a while. I do like going through and mowing with this thing. Definitely is a fun time doing this. I will have to get rid of some of the trees in here. I would like to maybe actually have some like decorative bushes going along, like maybe along the fence or maybe by the buildings or something like that. I mean, it is pretty bare in here. I would like to have a little bit of decor, maybe get like a billboard banner up in here, maybe like I don't know, maybe like a sign that has my business name on it. I think that'd be really cool to have here. Something to like let everyone know that I'm here. I mean, obviously they're going to drive down the road here and be like, who the heck is this guy? But I mean, that makes pretty much most sense out of all of it, that, hey, this is me, because I'm about the only landscaping guy in this whole entire area. I think a little bit of something here, there, everywhere, just to kind of like brighten the area up, liven it up, make it look like a true business, would make everything look a lot better. So eventually we'll get into that, but I need more money to be able to afford all that kind of stuff. I do have a couple jobs lined up. I got to go mow the church here in a couple days, or actually, I think, hold on, let me check my calendar. No, it's today. I got to go mow the church today, and then I got to, I think it was mow the gas station as well. That's another one I got to do today as well. So got a lot of jobs I got lined up today. Obviously, we'll get those all taken care of here. We're just going to keep mowing along here, getting this finished up. So once we get all this finished up, we'll get heading off over there and call some clients, see if we can kind of pick up some other jobs here, because obviously paying the bills isn't going to be relying on the church and the gas station, because, well, as much as they pay me, which they pay me well, and I do enjoy doing all that stuff for them, and I enjoy mowing their lawns and doing a good job for the community there, but they don't pay the bills, not like they're supposed to. So we're going to have to find some better jobs here. And if we don't, we are going to have to move from the area. And I know that we just got done building this whole entire place. I really don't want to do that. So I want to kind of keep everything up, make sure we can find some bigger clients. Maybe we do some bigger jobs here, do some tree removal, make some real true landscaping going on here, because I know there's a lot of trees down here in this area. And once we can kind of get everything all figured out for ourselves, I think we can kind of figure out, I guess, what we want to do. Maybe we're here to stay, maybe we won't be. If we have to move, I'm not going to be too upset. We can always take down the site here. So the good thing about these buildings is that they are able to get removed. They're fully functional, they're fully functional and easy to tear down. Something like that is not going to be a total pain in the butt. I know that I just got them built up, so that is kind of going to be the upsetting part. But when it comes down to it, it's going to be whatever puts the money in my pocket. And if it's not putting the money in my pocket the way it should be, then we're going to have to try to figure some things out and work around it. And just like that, we turned ourselves into one of the Fortune 500. I'm just kidding. No, we will go through and we got everything all cleaned up pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll go ahead and actually kind of want to park this in this building for right now. We'll kind of put the trailer in there. I gotta head into town. I'm gonna run a couple errands real quick. Kind of spy on the old church, see how everything's looking for that. But honestly, if the grass isn't looking too bad, or honestly, if it doesn't look like it needs to be mowed, I don't think I need to really worry about it. Kind of leave the trailer dropped off right there. I'm gonna kind of leave everything open. I should probably get a gate someday, just so that way nobody comes through and kind of steals everything I need to, that I have inside my buildings or anything. But honestly, guys, the yard looking 100 times better. We got the grass kind of around the buildings. We won't really worry about that. That's kind of just for a decorative look, but everything's looking real good. So before I get too far into it, I actually got a call from a client while I was going through and getting everything all mowed. And, well, somebody apparently has one of those Ventracs. They have it for sale, doesn't run currently, has a lot of stuff on it that needs to be fixed. So we might actually kind of look ourselves into one of those, see how things go. But it looks like most of the yard around here, or most of the yards are still kind of nice and mowed since the last time I mowed everything here in town. So if y'all remember, I went through and mowed everything because there was a giant parade going on through here. So like the park got all mowed, up here got all mowed, and then it all looks fine still. I might have to come back to that. But I think one of our newest clients that we might actually be able to, I guess, work with here actually lives in, I think it's this house right here. Yep, right here. This is the one. So house is looking a little overgrown. Their property line isn't too bad, so I feel like this would be something that we'd be able to get a decent amount of money for. I'm gonna hop inside, or hop out of the pickup here, and we're gonna go in here and talk with these guys, and maybe we could strike up a decent deal here. All right, so, well, this is the family that has that Ventrac. Apparently it doesn't run, and they said it was, maybe it's around back. They said it was over here on the side, but I don't see it, so it might be just around on the back side here real quick. Okay, here it is. So here it is right here. So they said it doesn't run. They were going through mowing their lawn about 6 months back, and this is where it died. So this is obviously about a 6 month growth of a yard here, I'm assuming, because looks like it's getting pretty bad. And they don't know why it quit, so that's going to be totally up to me to figure out what is wrong with it. So that is going to be a lot of work that I'm going to have to do for my part here. So hopefully we can kind of figure something out. I don't really want to do a lot of work to it. Let's kind of see if it even cranks. Okay, so battery sounds okay. It cranks, but it doesn't want to start. So, and it is a diesel engine. So there could be a number of things. Could be the ejection pump injectors. Could be just a lift pump of some sorts. Crap could be bad fuel for all I know. And I mean, to be honest with you, to keep it between you and me, I don't think this family really knew what the heck they were talking about when it came to the engine. Because they're like, yeah, it just kind of, they're like, it was going along and it just like went clunk and then that was it. So apparently they just didn't really want to dig into it. They just let it sit here. So I think maybe we can strike ourselves up a deal. We're going to go ahead and get this yard mowed for them. They're going to give us about, I think it was like $3,000 to mow this. Whoa. I'm not going to think about that. We're going to go ahead and get this yard mowed for this family. They're going to give us $3,000 for it. Maybe I got to strike up a little bit of a deal. Maybe I'll cut it in half, $1,500, and then they give me this mower. So that'd be the greatest deal ever if I could actually strike that off. But let's get heading back to our shop building, pick up the lawnmower, get it all loaded up on the trailer. And we got a job to do, so go ahead and get ourselves back to the shop, get everything loaded up on the trailer, get the mower all loaded up. We're going to get ourselves put to work. Do a lot of stuff here with this new community we got going on here. This is one of the only last houses that's in the community that has like a yard that they don't maintain themselves. All the rest of the families and all that stuff, they take care of everything themselves. The rest, well, the town, I guess I mow that, so I mean that's up to me. But I mean, like John Deere here, they got somebody that takes care of their yard. They got a little mower sitting out there for some reason, and none of the grass seems to be growing back. I mean, I go through on a weekly basis and mow it, but I mean, I'm pretty surprised that, you know, it hasn't grown back that much. Now, if somebody's got like a remodeling job, like a landscape job that they want where they want trees removed, well, hey, I'll grab my chainsaw and maybe we can get ourselves put to work on that. Now, I will say this family was definitely long overdue for getting their yard taken care of. A couple other things around here, like maybe getting some better flowers, but maybe some, I guess, well, you know what? I am a landscaper, so maybe I should kind of think about what I want to add in here to kind of maybe brighten up this yard. Maybe throwing a little bit of extra stuff. Maybe it might entice the deal. Maybe me getting that Ventrac. So maybe, I think what I might do is, I think what we're going to do is put some flowers going along this, going along here. Maybe get a little bit of fence going on. I'll take it out of my, I guess I'll take it out of my funds for right now, because obviously I have to be the one paying for it to begin with. And then maybe we can build it on top of that. I mean, they said go wild on it, honestly. They said if I find anything else I want to do, take care of to make their yard look a lot better, because they were getting a call from the city saying that they needed to clean up everything around here. Otherwise, they were going to get, I guess, not like a notice, but definitely get a fine from the city because their yard was looking pretty rough. Now, if I kind of brighten it up a little bit and make it look pretty good, I think that might stop the city from kind of giving them that little fine. So if we kind of take care of that, they'll be happy about that. Maybe I'll make a little bit extra money. And on top of that, I might be able to get myself that vent track. That's kind of like the whole goal of today, is being able to get that vent track. Obviously, we got everything taken care of with our own place. So we get that kind of situated out, we might be able to make ourselves a decent amount of profit and get ourselves a lot better of a mower, something that actually cuts wider, something that actually is meant for more precise landscaping. They use those on like golf courses. So the whole idea of that vent track is it gets a nice cut. You're able to actually fully control everything hydraulically instead of just a simple lift up, down. Obviously, this thing has wheels on it where it controls the height of the mower deck, but it's not that accurate. With that thing, I can hydraulically set it and then it stays there. It doesn't wear out. Obviously, hydraulic cylinders, they do go bad over time, but because they are hydraulic cylinders, they are stuck at that height. Unless you bump the lever, of course, then you got to preset it and everything like that, but they're able to stay there. And with this, I'm getting like patches in here. I don't know if y'all could see, but there's patches in this grass where I'm like chopping down because of like lifts and stuff like that, where like it's a elevation rise, just a slight level that gets underneath the mower deck, and I end up chopping over the top of it. But we're gonna have to fix that obviously when it comes down in the long run, because I can't get that vent track running today, especially with like the amount of money that I got in my bank account. I think it might cost me a little bit more than that just to be able to make everything look a lot better. All right, so this mower's kind of getting in the way, so we're gonna kind of try to, well, let's put it in neutral here real quick. There we go. And let's see if I can kind of drag this thing out of the way. It's kind of heavy, so let's kind of use these support beams here, these bars here, the rollover cage, I guess. Kind of pull it here. Come on, let's go, girl. There we go. This thing is definitely heavy, but it was in the way. I couldn't get to this little corner, so I got to pull it out of the way just a little bit. I think right there, well, yeah, right there should be good. I should be able to get everything else there. Well, so the Smith family got a complete and total makeover of their whole entire house. We went through and got them some new grass planted in their yard. Went for with some Bermuda grass, the best grass here that we got. Went through, placed some nice lamps up there by their front driveway, and did a total hedgerow fence combination to kind of separate those pesky neighbors away from their yard and make sure that they have a one-of-a-kind setup going on. And to go with the whole complete European concept, no European house is set without bushes along the side. Of course, we got the vent track mower still sitting there that we got to kind of get ourselves back there to take it all out. But the yard is looking 100,000 times better, in my opinion. We got the nice hedgerow going along this fence over here. We went for the nice brick and pole combination in the sides, and up front, we got the total brick combination up here. Kind of keep the noise down, suppressed, and kind of keep those pesky neighbors out of there, as well as having the nice lit driveway. All right, so after the job well complete, we got the vent track all loaded up. That was kind of a pain, but we did have a chain in our toolbox back here, so we kind of just pulled it on with the front here. We hooked it up to the bar and then hooked it up to that tow ball that's on the back of the vent track and kind of just pull it up, and then the rest of the time I just pushed it all the way up here. House came out looking amazing. They paid me $40,500 in total for the entire landscaping job, and then they also I basically took $1,500 off total for the vent track. So we got that all loaded up. Everything's looking nice. Grass is nice and replanted. They don't have any bald spots around here. Everything's looking nice and full. This is definitely one of the better yards down here. Everything's all nice and remodeled, re-landscaped, and definitely one of the best jobs I've done here so far. But as far as success goes, we need to get ourselves taken back to our shop, get the vent track all offloaded. We need to make sure we can kind of get this thing running operational eventually sometime in the future. We got a decent amount of money now that we should be able to kind of get parts for it and hopefully take care of all that. We're going to go ahead and stop here at the gas station, get our lawnmowers all filled up with gas. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.